The Chicago Bulls get absolutely embarrassed by the Detroit Pistons. Let's talk about it after this. What's going on, Bulls Nation? I'm Troy. Follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Troy. Follow the show at Whole Lotta Bull. What the fuck was that? Chicago Bulls go into Detroit. Fine. Down Josh Giddey. Still without Coby White. Still without Zach Collins. That's fine. The Detroit Pistons in this game. No Isaiah Stewart. Still no Jaden Ivey. No Marcus Sasser. No Asul Thompson. No Tobias Harris. No Cade Cunningham. And the Bulls just got fucking embarrassed by this bunch of G League Pistons. Nikola Vucevic and Jalen Smith, for that matter, get their ass handed to them by a third string center in Paul Reed, who had 28 points and 13 rebounds, 6 assists in probably the best game of his career. Now, Duncan Robinson sets him off early in this game, hitting 4 threes in the first quarter, eventually fouls out, 23 points, 7 of 10 from beyond the arc. Now, Duncan Robinson hitting threes, that's what he does. Someone please tell me who the hell is Danas Jenkins? Who the fuck is this guy? And how does he absolutely destroy? Now, Brian Kelder, I'm calling you out right now. You can stop the bullshit that Trey Jones is a better point guard than Josh Giddey, because Danis Jenkins, whatever the hell this guy's name is, just embarrassed the living shit out of Trey. Now, I like Trey Jones. He's a great little player, great little backup point guard. He just got obliterated by this, whoever the fuck this guy is. Who the hell is Denise Jenkins? Who? Please tell me who this guy is. Never heard of this guy. Is he a rookie? Is he a two-way player? I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but he just absolutely embarrassed the Chicago Bulls in this game. Meanwhile, on the other end, Trey Jones, 11 points. Now, you can say the numbers look somewhat decent. 3-6 from the field, 5 of 8 from the line, 5 assists, 11 points. No, he got embarrassed by Denise Jenkins. Nikola Vucevic. Like, what? I'm genuinely like, you can hear me stuttering in my voice right now in struggling to get words. What the fuck? What the fuck? Nikola Vucevic, you're going up against a third string center. Now, yes, Paul Reed is more athletic, stronger than he's a third string center in this league for a fucking reason. And he just embarrassed the shit out of you. Vucevic goes 3 out of 10 from the field, 6.6 rebounds. Now, it was one thing to do that against Victor Wembanyama because that guy's a friggin' alien from Pluto or some shit. Paul Reed? Paul Reed! You got embarrassed by Paul Reed. Man, I don't know what to say. Nikola Vucevic, what the fuck? Now, another shit spot in this game for the Bulls. Get to the free throw line 28 times to Detroit 16. That well and good. Now, I don't give a fuck what percentage Detroit shoots. I don't care. I'm worried about my team, the Chicago Bulls. 19 of 28 from the line, but 68%. 68% from the free throw line. It's pathetic. 68% free throw shooting as a team. That is a joke. Bulls in this game as a whole now, I'm not gonna say, to me, there's only one bright spot in this game for the Chicago Bulls in this game. Marcus Buzelis, 21 points and a career high 14 rebounds. 7 of 14 from the field, 2 of 5 from on the arc, hits all 5 free throws. Hey, someone actually hit all their fucking free throws. 14 rebounds. 14 of them for Marcus Buzelis. Love to see it. And hopefully that's something that we no, I'm not gonna expect 14 rebounds a game from Marcus Buzelis every single game. Hey, give me 7 or 8 rebounds a game, and I'm happy. The closest to the rebounding count for the Bulls in this game after Martis was Nikola which was just 6. Bulls only get 44 rebounds each in this game for both teams, so even split. Only 21 assists in this game. Now, Bulls obviously end their streak of consecutive games with 25 assists and 110 points or whatever that stat is. Frankly, I just don't give a shit. Now, at one point, the Bulls did come right back from 20. The Bulls were down by 23 points to this Detroit team. Now, if Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren, Tobias Harris, Ashua Thompson, if they were all playing and that happened, I'd be like, yeah, kind of expect that. Not to this Detroit team, not to a bunch of fucking G leaguers, the two-way players. The Bulls just got out hustled, out muscled, and outworked, and that's fucking unacceptable. Now, as I said in the last post game show, I don't mind losing games if you can see the team has put in 110% effort, and the other team was just better than you. What the losses I can't stand is when you can see the effort wasn't there. Now the players themselves can come out and say they put in the effort. Frankly, I didn't see it. The Detroit Pistons and this bunch of two-way G League players clearly showed they wanted this game far more than what you did. They came with energy, they came with hustle, they came with determination, they came with heart. Didn't see that from the Chicago Bulls in all this game. And one thing that's become clearly obvious clearly obvious in these 2 games, without Josh Giddey, is that this offense is really stagnant. The ball movement isn't anywhere near as good. Now, at one point in this game, they finally decided to get things rolling with the ball movement and play movement. But clearly you can tell this team missed Josh Giddey out there running the point. You've been able to tell that throughout the course of this season so far. When Josh Giddey's just out in rotations, he's having his spell on the bench. The offense doesn't look as good without Josh Giddey on the floor. Now, I'm not blaming this loss on Josh Giddey not playing, because frankly, even without Josh Giddey, without Coby White, with who the Detroit Pistons had missing this game, there is no fucking excuses for losing this game whatsoever. This is bullshit. So, Bulls now have 3 days off, and then they go to Utah and whoever else they're playing. Right now, I don't give a shit. But you got 3 days off, and then you got Utah. Billy Donovan better be putting in a couple of practices before that game. Don't fuck have tomorrow. Okay, here's what I'll say. Have tomorrow off. Actually, No, because on whatever day that is that you play Utah, the day before you're flying out to Utah. Depending what time they fly out to Utah. Have tomorrow off, full blown practice, training camp style on Saturday, my time. So I think it's Friday for America. So full blown practice on Friday. And if you fly out in the afternoon for Utah, have another full blown practice Saturday morning before you fly out to Utah. So get home to Detroit. I assume they got on the plane back to Chicago after that game. Have a day's rest. Stay home, put your feet up, relax, get some recovery into your bodies. But then on Friday, you get your ass back to the fucking Advocate Center, and Billy Donovan, you better be putting him through a fucking hell because that shit is unacceptable. I don't care who's missing from our team. Look at who that Detroit team was missing. Now, for those who know me, especially Patty, and now Patty, I'll reply to your message by the time you see or hear this. So, as you can tell, Patty, in this video, I'm crashing out. You know what? Everyone knows, especially Patty, I don't like losing to Detroit whatsoever. I don't give a fuck if we're good, bad. I don't care if they're good or bad. I don't care if they're the top or one of the top teams in the league and we're one of the bottom teams. I don't like losing to Detroit. But to lose to them in this manner, this is fucking disgusting and embarrassing. Mm. You know what? These players are lucky that this is the NBA because if this was, for instance, college or high school basketball, I guarantee you once all the spectators and media are out of that stadium, guess what? You're all back on the floor. You're all out there running sprints. You're out there running line sprints. Now, back in the day, we used to call them suicides. Now, because of this day and age, a lot of people don't like to call them suicides anymore. But for those who are back and from the old school like myself, you know what suicide sprints are? And you're probably playing another little half an hour scrimmage because that's some shit that deserves to be punished straight after a game. Get your asses back to Chicago and then start putting in some work. Now, hopefully, Josh Giddey and Coby White are cleared to play and we're clear for full practice leading into this game against the Utah Jazz. And here's the response I want to see from the Chicago Bulls. I don't just want to win in Utah. I want to destroy them. I want to embarrass them. You build up a 15-point lead, you push it to 20. Don't get comfortable. You push that lead to 30. You put the foot on their throats and you hold them down. I want to see the Bulls blow Utah the fuck out. And I want it to be clinical. I want it to be epic. Because after this performance today against the Detroit Pistons, that's what you fucking better deliver. Yeah, I'm pissed. It's not very often that I'm gonna come onto a show and crash out. But that's what an effort like this against this Detroit team will do to me. This is some bullshit. Chicago, get your shit together. Now, yes, teams are gonna have a bad game once in a while. That's okay. I can handle that to a certain degree. You're gonna have a game where just things just don't go your way, and it's, even despite the effort that you potentially put in, it's just not your day. You're gonna have a bad one. But guess what? You can still see that the effort's been put in. Shit just doesn't go your way. This was a game the Bulls just thought they were going to walk out onto the court at Little Caesars Arena and just coast along and take this W. Get your shit together. Uh, to be honest, I've had enough of talking about this fucking game, and apologies for the swearing. If people don't like it, too bad. But again, Kelda, I'm telling you right now, I'm looking down this fucking camera. Brian Kelda, you can stop with the bullshit that Trey Jones is a better point guard than Josh Giddey, and that Trey Jones should be with the Bulls that should include Josh Giddey in a trade for Anthony fucking Davis. Okay, what? All right, before I end the show, just because the Dallas Mavericks fired Nico Harrison, something that they should have done when he even thought about trading Luka Doncic, and people think that AK is the worst team in the league. No, Nico Harrison now, okay, he's been fired, but he traded Luka fucking Doncic for Anthony Glass Davis. Now the Chicago Bulls fans out there who want to entertain the idea of trading for that guy, now there's some Twitter account that put up a mock trade, Kobe White, Nikola Vucevic, I think it was maybe Kevin Herter, and a pick or two first round picks. What the fuck is this bullshit? Anyone who thinks is that trading for Anthony Davis is actually a good idea, I seriously have questions about your basketball IQ. Now, when Anthony Davis is healthy, yes, he's a hell of a player. When he's healthy, if he's healthy, that man is made of glass. I don't give a fuck if he's from Chicago. The bitch don't play like one. Okay, he's got Chicago tattooed on the inside of his bicep there. Cool. He ain't play like he's from Chicago. That man is softer than melted butter. You want him but there's people who wanna actually entertain the idea of trading for Anthony fucking Davis. Get out of here with that bullshit, seriously. Alright, I'm done. That game was bullshit. I'm gonna go watch the 36ers. Hopefully get a dub over Tasmania. Alright, guys, don't forget, follow me on Twitter at Bulls_Troy. Follow the show at Whole Lotta Bull. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Did you enjoy my little crash out party here? Because yeah, I don't like crashing out, but when we lose to Detroit like that, that's what's gonna happen. For anyone who was listening to my podcasts when I was still just doing audio, a few years back when we lost to a game early in the season to Detroit. Woo. If you could go back on Spotify and find that one, if you got kids in the car, don't listen to it. If your kids are around at all, don't play it because damn. Even in the same with this one, I hope your kids weren't around because shit. All right, guys. Hopefully we get a response from the Bulls. So until next time, people. See red, be good.